Again, this from some of the questions that you've gotten on Dog Pound Daily. What do you think could be the toughest training camp cuts? Some of the guys that are kind of on that bubble that are going to have to find their way winning a spot on that 53-man roster.
It comes in the running back room / wide receiver room, because the first one for me is Demetric Felton, who has taken advantage of some of the snaps that he's gotten in the slot without David Bell there. And I know that when I was at camp that he was over with the wide receivers, not the running backs. So maybe he does shift into that wide receiver room. But the back end of that wide receiver room with him, and it was Isaiah Weston before he goes to IR, but like him and Mike Harley and Mike Woods and just like a lot of these really young, talented guys that, you know, have these upside. I think Felton to me is easily the hardest. And then you're kind of leaning towards corner, because do you have too many corners? It's one of those situations where this team's got a lot of really good players, and you start looking at corner and wide receiver where there's a lot of guys and not that many spots, because they're probably going to keep all 4 running backs. So Felton can't find his way in there. He may be the one that just ends up being the odd man out. And then really, I think the toughest one is Johnny Stanton, because I think Johnny Stanton brings so many great, you know, qualities. He's been playing a lot of tight end here as well, but it just goes to the end where they're probably not going to keep a fullback as versatile as Stanton can be. This offense is evolving, and both Felton and Stanton are guys that I think will be picked up probably immediately, but the way it shakes out, I'm not sure where they fall in.